What is going on? Welcome to the Game 3 preview. Denver Nuggets versus the Phoenix Suns with Swiper Cam and Mile High Sport. Y'all, quick rundown. What to expect tonight as the Phoenix Suns take on the Denver Nuggets down 0-2 in Phoenix. Now, if you paid attention to the national media at all over the last week, everybody has kind of jumped off of the Phoenix Suns bandwagon. What's so funny about it is going into the series versus the Denver Nuggets, the Phoenix Suns were the outright favorite. Outright favorite. Most of the analysts, ESPN, CBS Sports, everybody said the Phoenix Suns are going to win this series because the Denver Nuggets cannot stop that pick and roll between Devin Booker and Kevin Durant and Chris Paul and DeAndre Ayton. But what's happened is because the Nuggets have looked so dominant, maybe been the best team in the playoffs so far. Jokic is going off. Murray's had really good game in game one. The role players are playing really well. Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter Jr., everybody. Now everybody's jumped off the bandwagon and said that the Suns have no chance. And I guarantee y'all the Phoenix Suns players have heard this. So tonight, three things to look out for tonight. One, this is going to be the second hardest game of the series, maybe the first. Now, I will say if the Nuggets win tonight, the Phoenix Suns are going to fight in game four, but I think similarly it's going to be like how game four was versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're going to try to stay in it. They're going to try to fight. But again, if you can get a good lead, you get a good lead. But I think this is going to be the hardest game perhaps of the series in the next, at least in the next two games. And the reason being is historically, no NBA team in NBA history has ever come back from being down 0-3 in a series. It's never happened. So they're going to come out with real intensity. I would expect all the stuff that you saw from the Denver Nuggets in terms of offensive movements, and all that stuff. I think the Suns are going to try to incorporate some of that because right now that Kevin Durant, Devin Booker spot up game, it's just not working. Again, I think Cameron Payne's going to start tonight. We'll have to see if Wilson gets a lot of time tonight because CP3 is out. He's going to at least be out for the next two games. He will at least be out for the next two games. So we're currently in a situation now where the Phoenix Suns, they're going to be fighting like heck to make this series a 2-1 series. But the good news is that the Nuggets, this is going to require them to give maximum effort. And the Nuggets have shown throughout the playoffs that they're willing to do that. Not only are they willing to meet you, they're willing to set the levels for the game. So tonight, it's going to be the hardest that you'll see the Suns play. Devin Booker, matter of fact, let me make that. Intensity, physicality, probably a repeat of game two. I think the shooting, the shooting will be better in this game, though. Point two, you better believe Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, they're going to try to make it a point today to get a victory. And they're going to throw the kitchen sink at the Denver Nuggets. Now, I expect that KD will not shoot 10 of 27. But I think the thing is that even if they do that, the Nuggets have to be able to keep their role players in check because the Nuggets are going to be playing hedge up to the level of the screen that you've seen throughout the first two games versus Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. But on the other side of that, again, you don't want the role players. You don't want DeAndre Ayton to get a lot of confidence. But I'll also say this. Ayton's going to maybe get some more shots up tonight too because with no CP3, they might need to lean on Ayton more because they probably can't get the same level of production they were hoping from Cameron Payne and others, even though they've only scored 107 and 87 in the first two games. So I think that it's going to be a KD Book game. I think Ayton's going to try to give you a better game. But I think to counteract that for the Nuggets is if they set the intensity, they're playing with physicality, then I think that they're going to absolutely try to make Devin Booker work. So also, if Devin Booker plays point guard today, I talked about this on Twitter the other day because they were basically talking about some of the adjustments, Monty Williams, that they might need to make going into game three. If Devin Booker's on ball, like leading the ball up the court, KCP, Bruce Brown, and Christian Brown, 94 feet the entire game. 94 feet the entire game. You already have been giving him issues, but 94 feet the entire game. Jamal Murray at times too, because I want to make Devin Booker work. And I want to see if I can get him tired in the first half. By quarter three, he's already gassed. He already now, fourth quarter comes around, can't get the same lift on the shot. Jamal Murray never running him off the screens on the other side. You want to get him as tired as possible because, again, their offense has basically boiled down to two elite options. But, again, Hedgy tween, pull up, mid-range basketball is not the Achilles heel of the Denver Nuggets. So we will see how the Nuggets counteract that. If Devin Booker's on ball more or Kevin Durant is on ball more, AG, Jeff Green, Christian Brown, KCP, Bruce Brown, press full court, make them work, make it as difficult as possible. And then 3, I think this needs to be a Jamal Murray bounce back game as well. Jamal Murray, worst shooting performance of his career in the playoffs. 3 of 15, 20%, 0 of 9 from 3. 0 of 9 from 3 for Jamal Murray in game 2. You better believe that Jamal Murray is going to have a much, much, much better game than he did in game 2. And I expect that Nikola Jokic, he's averaging 31.5, 17.5, and 5, and he's killing DeAndre Ayton and the Phoenix Suns. This could be another Joker masterclass. And, maybe we're pushing 40 again. I think the rebounds are going to be there for Joker. Maybe he's pushing something around. It's possible. Like, I would say a 40. I would say it. I know this sounds crazy. He had 36 and 19 last game. 39 and 16, rather. A 40-25 game is on the table. It's on the table. If Joker's aggressive and they're doing what they've been doing and they're just single covering him, yeah, a 40-25 game is on the table. Now, we'll see if that happens. But again, if Jamal Murray's cooking and Jamal Murray's the best player in the court again, then, hey, maybe it's a Jamal Murray 40 ball, Jamal Murray 35 ball again. Jokic is somewhere around 26, 19, 26, 18, 26, 17, and 6 and 5 or something like that. So either way, the Nuggets have the stars to counteract it. But Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, Christian Brown, Bruce Brown, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. The others, hit your shots and get to the rim and play defense. Especially on the defensive end, taking care of your responsibilities and putting as much pressure on the basket as possible. Because you want to be able to break their defense, because DeAndre Ayton got in foul trouble in the fourth quarter last game. And it changed the game because they had to put Bismack Biyombo in there. And again, even if Ayton is not the best defender against Joker, he's a better defender than Bismack Biyombo and Jock Landale. So I think that the Nuggets have a prime opportunity tonight to go up 3-0. And everything is in front of them. The Nuggets, they have set the pace. They've set the physicality. They've set the standard. And they've set the defensive intensity for the series. They've done all that. They are in the driver's seat. And as the team in the driver's seat with the best player in the series, it's time. You absolutely do what you can to try to snuff out any light whatsoever at all from the Phoenix Suns. But I think it's going to be a really good game. Let's see. Game predictions. What do I think the final score is going to be? I've been thinking about this a little bit. I think the shooting will be better tonight. I'm going to say closest game of the series. I'm going to say the Denver Nuggets win 112-106. The Denver Nuggets win this game 112-106. If it's a higher scoring game, maybe 118-114 or something like that. I think 112-106 is my, if it's just like a pretty moderate game, everybody kind of hits shot, but the defense starts locking up. But if it gets a little bit out of control at points in the game, 118-114, I can see something along those lines. Maybe it's a blowout. Some of you might think it might be a blowout. It definitely could be. I think the Suns are going to try to throw a haymaker tonight. But I think the Nuggets, hey, man, they've shown they got a strong chin and that they can battle, that they can bang with anybody. So let me know what you think your final score predictions are. Let me know what you think about the game. Who do you think has the advantage tonight? Who for Denver shows up? Who for the Suns show up? Do you think that the Nuggets have an opportunity to close this out and get a win and go up 3-0? Or do you think we're more likely looking at a 2-1 lead going into game 4? I believe, and again, not even believe, let me use better language than that. Based on the eye test, based on the numbers, and based on what we've seen from both teams, the Nuggets are clearly the better team. They're a more professional team. They have the stronger roster. They have the best player. They have better coaching in this series. And they have more to prove. And they have big, big chips on their shoulders. So they should win tonight. And they should go up 3-0. So we'll see, y'all. Let me know what y'all think, Swiping Gang. You know, obviously, we will be back right after the game to talk about what happened, what we saw. This is going to be an incredible game, you all. I can't wait. Jokic masterclass, Murray masterclass, shot making down the stretch with Jokic, Jokic and Murray and KD and Booker. All right, man, we might be in for one, bro. It might be one of them games, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. I will see y'all after the game. We out.